Before he became CR7, one of the greatest footballers in history, Cristiano Ronaldo's life was full of pain, sacrifices, and struggles you won't believe. From poverty, health problems, and family tragedies, this is the untold story of how Ronaldo became a global legend. Fact 1. The struggles before greatness, Cristiano Ronaldo's untold journey. Born into poverty in Madeira. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was born in 1985 on the small island of Madeira, Portugal. His childhood was far from easy. Ronaldo grew up in a poor family. His father was a gardener and his mother a cook. They lived in a very small house with limited resources, and there were days when even basic meals were a struggle. Unlike most kids who had toys, Ronaldo's playground was the streets, and his football was often an old ball or even just objects he found lying around. But instead of feeling ashamed, he turned these hardships into motivation. From a very young age, Cristiano showed incredible determination. He would train for hours in the street, refusing to give up despite people mocking him for being too skinny or too poor. This early environment shaped him. Poverty taught him that he had nothing to lose, and football was his only way out. Without these early struggles, the relentless Ronaldo we know today may never have existed. Fact 2. A heart problem that could end his career. At just 12 years old, when Ronaldo was starting to show real promise, doctors discovered that he had a racing heart condition. For a boy whose entire dream was football, this was devastating. The condition was so severe that it threatened to end his career before it even began. His family was terrified because surgery was risky, and for a poor family, the fear of losing him was overwhelming. But Ronaldo's passion for football was unstoppable. He went through surgery to fix his heart, and in a shocking display of resilience, he returned to training just a few days later. This moment was a turning point. Instead of slowing him down, it fueled his hunger to succeed. Ronaldo learned early that nothing, not even health scares, could stop him if he stayed strong. This event revealed the fighter within him, a quality that would define his entire career. Fact 3. Family struggles and his father's battle with alcohol. Ronaldo's home life was filled with challenges. His father, José Dinis Aveiro, struggled with alcoholism. This created a difficult environment for young Cristiano. He saw firsthand the pain addiction brought to his family, but instead of letting it destroy him, he used it as fuel to shape his values. Ronaldo decided early on that he would never drink or smoke, vowing to keep his body in peak condition. Sadly, his father passed away in 2005 when Ronaldo was just 20 years old. He never got to see the full glory of his son becoming one of the world's best players. This loss was heartbreaking for Ronaldo, but it became a source of motivation. He carried his father's memory with him and worked even harder to make him proud. The struggle with his father's illness taught him discipline, self-control, and the importance of making better choices in life. Fact 4. Leaving family behind at 12 for football. When Ronaldo was only 12 years old, he made one of the toughest decisions of his life. He left his home, his parents, and his island to move to Lisbon, where he joined Sporting CP's academy. For a young boy, this was an enormous sacrifice. He was homesick, cried often, and struggled to adjust to the new environment. Sometimes he barely had enough food and lived under tough conditions. Many kids in his position would have given up, but not Ronaldo. Instead, he focused on training harder than anyone else. Coaches quickly noticed his speed, skills, and determination. Ronaldo's sacrifices at such a young age showed his unshakable commitment to football. Every lonely night and every tear pushed him closer to his dream. This stage of his life built the resilience and independence that later became his trademark on the pitch. Fact 5. The breakthrough, from Sporting CP to Manchester United. The moment that changed everything came in 2003. Ronaldo, then only 18, played in a friendly match between Sporting CP and Manchester United. His dazzling performance that night caught the attention of Sir Alex Ferguson, one of the greatest managers in football history. Ferguson was so impressed that he immediately decided to sign the young Portuguese star. For Ronaldo, this was the ultimate breakthrough. From being a poor boy in Madeira, he was now stepping into international football with one of the biggest clubs in the world. At Manchester United, Ronaldo's career took off. He trained relentlessly, polished his skills, and quickly became a fan favorite. This opportunity marked the start of his journey to becoming CR7, the global icon, the legend, and one of the greatest players in the history of football. At the end, Cristiano Ronaldo's story is not just about talent. It is about sacrifice, pain, resilience, and a never-give-up attitude. From poverty and health problems to family struggles and tough sacrifices, he turned every obstacle into fuel for success. His journey reminds us all, no matter where you come from, greatness is possible if you work hard enough.